So, hi everyone, welcome to day 23. We are uh, almost on the completion of front end, on the point of designing the websites, static website at least for now. For dynamic city and for more reactivity integration with the backend or through APIs data, we will look at the latest stage. So today we are looking in the first, the left out of the profile page, and then we will move towards the other part, that is discussion of the backend. So let's begin. So let's get back on the track. First, where we'll go? We will go in the Jira tracking tool where we will track what are the things we have done, and also we will see we are in the progress. We are in the progress of profile page. Okay, so let's restart the server. So what's the command? npm run dev. Now see, so I have edited one line of code and I have added a div to make it in a specific position. So making a position as absolute, and now fixing the top 20 and right 80 position. And let's see what does it help. So it helped me to move it here, and now I want a bigger size. So let's say I want 1010, a bit bigger, but it is too big now. So let's make it 88. I hope that works. Yeah, that works. And let me try this Z space. Yeah, fine. So now you can see, let's refresh this page. You can see the value, and if I click this, update profile button is there. Now, let's say, still it is editable, but I don't want to be editable until I click this. So what should I do? So again, it is the same command. So what can I do? There's a command called read only, and I will make it dynamic. So to make it dynamic, I will use colon read only. And what it will use? It will use editable. Is editable is the function, right? On editable. And whatever that is, it is not of that. So let's make this first and refresh this page. So it is becoming like this. So let's remove this, and now let's try that. So now you can see it is editable, but this is not editable, right? And similarly, we will add this function to every input thing. Now let's refresh this page. It is uneditable. So if I want to edit, I will click this. Now it will become editable. So still I'm getting some error. So let's check for error. what the error is, why it is not becoming editable when clicked. So it is saying like this way, so let's try that. Okay, so instead of this we have to pass the variable. So what the variable name? Variable name is editable. Similarly for this, this, and for this. So now let's see. It is not editable, but after clicking this, it is becoming editable, right? So now our profile page is basic profile page is ready, but still profile link is not there. So let's add that link as well. And where to add? In the sidebar component. And now in the sidebar component, we will add router link to profile in this profile link. Bring this on that side. Yes. Now it become editable, and now we can move anywhere. Right? So I hope this is fine. So now what the next thing to do? So next thing we have to think about the first we have to complete a task, and let's make it complete. Done. Done. And now front end development is done. Then the integration part is there before testing. We will add that, but before that, let's go to the timeline. And what we see? In the backend development, we have to do APIs, API development. So our major focus will be API development. There are more things we will do at a later stage. And in the API, what are different APIs we require? We require APIs for user, so change parent work item. Let's remove this for now. So now we have to create Scrum. So let's go to backlog and let's see. Scrum Sprint 2. So for now, we have completed this, so let's mark it done. So complete the sprint. So now let's create sprint. So let's create a sprint here. Now you can see there's another sprint which is in the sprint 3, 15 July to 6 August. So let's add that things here. Move item to sprint 3, and that sprint now in the list. In the backend there is API development, and for API development we will say user, and then there should be profile. Then what the other things we require? User profile, then there is a post for which we will do these things, and then there is a task of notification. Now there is a task of comment for specific post. What other things are there? Based on the page, logins page is there, sign up page is there, notification page is there, add post page is there, home page is there, comment page is there. So based on the pages, these are the things we need to make API for. And for this, let's delete this for now. So we will add these things in this next sprint. We will decide the timeline, and so let's assign this, because currently I am the only one who is doing this for software development. We have done the front end. Now we are asking for backend team to develop the APIs for these things, and after developing the APIs we will give them provide them the APIs, and now they will integrate these things. So that's how it happens. So now in the third sprint we are doing this API development part for the backend, and then there is also we will do testing in the backend. So that is the testing part. So for these things, let's discuss the first. What are the things we require in the backend? So what are the core things that we will look into? So you all know what the backend system is. You all may be wondering. Few of you don't know about it. So application which is visible on the eyes is the front end. So and command that goes through iteration processes and some logics that goes in the backend. So backend is a system. Itself is a system. So backend works as a server and front end works as a client. So it asks data from the server and stores to client, so that your data remains safe and also client remains safe at the same time. Then there are multiple things to know about it. So now we have to make project. So we have to think on which framework or on which language we should work on to make our backend. So there are multiple languages, like we could use Python, we could use Java, we could use C++, we can use PHP, we can use Golang, we can use Rust, we can use JavaScript, we can use .NET, and much more. So we will look into this, and currently we will start with the Python. And now if we choose Python, which are the framework we use to make the APIs? So there are multiple frameworks available in the Python, like Django is there, this Flask is there, and Fast API is there. So Fast API is generally used to make the APIs itself only. Flask and Django are used to make template based or integration based or multiple level things is there. So you can have itself application that is built on Flask, and it is both has front end and back end. So that is known as MVC, model view controller type of architecture. Okay, so if I saying architecture, so there are multiple architecture level. Like one is a server and client architecture. Another is model view controller architecture, and there are a lot more architecture is there. So currently we are using server client, so we will keeping backend as a separate system and frontend as a separate system. So we will look into the Python, and we will use Flask mainly because that is good for small to medium level projects, and we will use that to scale our project. Also, I will help in the deployment of that project as well. So we will learn cloud, we will deploy the application, and that's all. So I hope that clarifies. So we will discuss about more from tomorrow. Until now, goodbye and have a great day ahead. Thank you.